Hi, it's Barry Upton and Gloria Jones with the new Discover Pattaya magazine, and we're back here at Sugar Hut, but to be more exact, where exactly are we?
So as you turn into the Sugar Hut Resort from Praya Road, on the right is the Sun Sabella Resort, which is part of the whole resort, but includes the jazz pit, which we've covered before in the previous edition, and now the new Heavenly Pavilion, which has only just opened, so very exciting.
And the Heavenly Pavilion is exactly what?
Well, it's a heavenly hideout, if you like. I consider it like a beautiful tree house where people can indulge themselves in cigars and good music. And
well, the cigars is the important part, isn't it, really? Because it's really unique.
Yes.
And it's all Cuban cigars.
Yeah, amazing.
Special.
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea was fronted by Dr. Sanya, who we know is the owner, and he has a close association with our very own Dr. Danaya, who we also call Madam Grace, who was the first lady to go in to Cuba from Thailand and sorted out a deal for the importation of Cuban cigars into Thailand. So she herself is quite a historical figure, and she's helped bring in all these wonderful things that we see, not just from Cuba, but from high quality cigars from all over the world.
And just to get the atmosphere, there's pictures of Fidel Castro over there, Winston Churchill with a cigar, and actually the Asia Times, which is talking about exactly what you were saying about Thailand catches the Cuban craze.
Yep. And it was very nice at the opening where she was actually talking about her experience of meeting Fidel Castro, who's obviously an iconic figure.
I believe we have some footage from that very opening. Shall we go and have a look at it? Let's have a look.
Outside,
wow, that was a salubrious occasion, wasn't it? If ever there was one.
Again, so nice to be able to get out and go to events. You know, we've kind of forgotten, but it's lovely. And
it was very special for Dr. Senya as well, because you know, it's kind of like a labour of love for him.
Absolutely, and this whole resort contains beautiful, interesting items. I mean, even the trees outside were donated, you know, from the royal family. I mean, there are some lovely, lovely things.
He's always kept that Thai traditional look, hasn't he?
Yes, and you know, this is a great hangout. I mean, a lot of people, funny enough, have been asking where they can get good quality cigars, and this is it. You can't get any finer than what we have behind us.
Yeah, at the Heavenly Pavilion. And we are downstairs here talking about the new magazine. And of course, on the front cover is Dr. Senya with the Heavenly Pavilion.
Yes. And some more shots from the actual opening, and obviously the honoured guests and dignitaries were there to cut the ribbon. So that was a lovely gala event, which we love, as you know. And then we were kind of following on to, obviously, Happy New Year and 2022, and let's see how that treats us. So we've done a nice kind of double page spread to show what the magazine is planning going forward, some new things that we're doing. So give that a gander when you can.
Because for the magazine, you had a pretty successful 2021, didn't you?
Not bad, all things considered. You know, I mean, really, it was tough for everybody here in Pattaya, but yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
So onwards and upwards in 22. So what we're going to do in 22?
Okay, what we're going to do? Well, you know, I'm always out for binge watching, so we are, as usual, kicking off with the Netflix.
So it's a bit of a heads up on what's good on the big screen and the small screen.
And the small screen, and then a little bit of a retrospective on what was great from 2021, because again, you know, if you're looking for something good to binge watch, which sometimes we are, you know, these are a few highlights that we would recommend.
I think the Queen's Gambit was my favourite.
Yeah, you love that. I also like this Juri Haji, which was kind of part Japanese-based, part UK-based. I thought that was really interesting.
Right.
And Lupin I liked. So a lot of nice things and nice films.
Yeah.
And also a new opening, which again is good fun. Over on the dark side, Pepper and Salt Restaurant. They've just opened a Crush Wine and Cocktail Lounge, which again you see follows in from the theme here, a place to relax and, you know, be informal and, you know, have a nice... I didn't even realise,
I mean, I go there often, and as you know, it's just around the corner from where I live. But Crush Wine and Cocktail Lounge, I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yep, and it's looking lovely, you know, and it's just an...
Fabulous.
Another entrepreneurial spirit that's just kind of onward and upward and developing new things.
Yeah,
you know?
And he's very passionate, isn't he? Harry,
really
Harry,
is.
the owner, is very passionate about the food, the wine.
Yes.
And it really comes across when you go there, you know, they really take care.
Yes, so, you know, we're seeing, you know, in amongst everything that's been going on with the changes, we're seeing a lot of new things opening. Hafele have opened a brand new design studio on Sukhumvit Road.
Yeah.
There are lots of things happening with people wishing us Happy New Year, and Coffee on the Beach was a success.
It was, wasn't it?
Well, our very own coffee detective couldn't resist that. You know, I mean, he was in heaven because there were just stalls and stalls of, you know, beans and growers and roasteries.
And there's still new coffee venues popping up all over the place.
All the time. I mean,
good.
that is going to be ongoing for 2022 because we've got so many to cover. But yeah,
absolutely.
Coffee is big news.
So that's some nice pictures from the Coffee on the Beach.
Yes, it was a good event. So, you know, a few things we've all been able to get out to.
Yeah.
We highlighted a few fashion trends for 2022.
Right.
I mean, obviously there's always a lot going on at the beginning of the year, but we thought, well, we'll pick out a few of them that we feel might find their way to Pattaya. You know,
because
cut out
all
trends.
of these top fashion designs, Armour Fashion, they can copy them.
Yeah, Armour Fashion, exactly. Tell them what you want and Armour Fashion will make it for you.
You
Just
choose the
take them,
picture.
choose your picture and they'll do it for you, exactly.
They did it with my John Lennon suit. I just showed them a picture of John Lennon crossing
great.
Abbey Road and they went, oh yeah, we'll make that.
Let's see, they're tremendous, love them. And another interesting thing, you know, this is always what, when we say Discover Pattaya, there's always new things to discover, and the Rosinka International Russian Ballet School I didn't really know about until this was pointed out to me, and it's just been in Pattaya for 11 years, and it's a really, really good quality classical ballet training school that
Russians love their dancing. Look at the Bolshoi.
Yes, exactly. And you know, the artistic director has come from St. Petersburg, long tradition there with Mariinsky theatres and all the things they have there, and now moving to a new location at the Pullman. So again, you know, great and very interesting for Pattaya.
What a lovely picture of a ballerina there.
I know, lovely, just lovely.
Okay,
golf?
Now golf.
Yes. So golf, it's just, again, a roundup of what's been happening, you know, as regards the Masters, the British Open, you know, for golf aficionados everywhere. And again, I think some nice photos there.
Yeah. And then we go on to the Marine.
Yes, Simpson.
And a beautiful yacht there.
Who have an office here in Pattaya at Ocean Marina. And it's, again, a success story throughout 2021. They've been doing really well. Formula One roundup, as we know what all happened there.
Yeah, it was a bit
so
of drama.
That's a little bit of a drama there. And then again, an introduction to cinema sounds. Now this is a feature in both English and Thai. Features the company JBL, who make the best sound systems.
Brilliant speakers.
Really good. And I think it's kind of important if you're going to spend a lot of money in getting your cinema correct at home. A lot of people concentrate on the visuals, and the sound can be quite naff.
The speakers are very, very important.
Yeah.
I actually have JBL speakers for my live shows.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Right, then you're on to...
Well, there's been a lot of kind of catch-ups on property awards. As you know, we covered the Dot Property together.
In Bangkok.
And then there was also the Property Guru, who unfortunately weren't able to have a live event, but did a kind of streamed version. Right. You know, so that's a coverage of that.
A virtual event.
A virtual event, exactly right. Lots of interesting articles
for property.
For property and tips and tricks on how to purchase.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's some beautiful places like the plantation that we went to.
Yes.
I mean, every time you see a picture of that, you go, oh, I'd like that.
Really
I really
nice.
would love that.
Really nice. And then we thought we'd highlight an article
You've gone
about
green.
Plastic. Well, before COVID, if we can think back that far, there was a lot of concentration on plastic usage, trying to be more green, and it's kind of fallen by the wayside a little bit. You know, we don't see so many of the beach cleanups that we used to,
right.
and I think there was a very good campaign that we spearheaded actually a few years ago to really tell 7-Eleven, you know, no more plastic bags, and they've taken that on board.
Very much so.
But even so, I don't think we should be complacent, you know, just because there's less litter around, because there are fewer tourists. People. We've got to remind everyone to be more conscious of it.
And who's this? Oh, yes.
Who could this be? Well, this is an amazing photo, though, I have to say. Wow, what a star-studded photo you're in there.
I mean, how many times in your life are you going to be having a picture taken with Paul McCartney and just don't realise it?
It's amazing. And Mickey Dolenz. And is that Bob Geldof in the background?
Oh, there was
as well?
Everybody was there. Cliff Richard.
Wow.
There was the Police. There's anybody who'd had a #1 hit up to that point, 1982.
Wow.
Was there because Tim Rice had brought this book out about 500 #1 hits,
right,
and catalogued them all.
Yes.
So we were all invited. We weren't sure if it's going to be a great party or not. It turned out to be the best party I've ever been to.
I bet.
Because all my heroes were there.
I know.
And especially, I mean, what's the chance of beating a monkey and a beetle
at the same time? A monkey and a beetle, it's right next to each other as well. So that's
a great moment in my life.
Oh no, that's lovely. That's a great
your 10 hacks to help you keep your New Year's resolutions.
Okay.
So what are yours?
So a lot.
Put you on the spot.
Put me right on the spot. First of all, to drink more water.
That's a good one.
We
can do that easily, can't we?
Drink more water. See, broken the back of it now.
Well, it goes back to Dr. Sunya, because he's told us so many times you cannot drink too much water.
You can't, and it's something you forget.
You know what I'm saying.
You must do it. And also, you know, just go simple, avoid the number of resolutions. I actually mentioned that one year I met a friend in London who'd written out 20 New Year's resolutions. I mean, come on, you're never going to keep any of those.
The best tip is don't make a resolution you can't break.
And reward yourself. You know, if you have manageable goals, say doing something to the end of the month.
Yeah.
You know, those people I know who are doing dry January, or you know, just at the end of it, you know, use the money that you might have used by not smoking, not drinking.
Mine are basically the same. Drink more water and enjoy every day to the maximum.
Absolutely.
That's mine.
Reward yourself, make it fun, and maybe add things into your life. As we've always said, resolutions always seem to be about taking things away and stopping yourself doing something. Maybe add something.
Yeah.
Add something this year. Enjoy. Yes. Something like that.
Then you've got your crosswords on the jokes page.
Yes.
And then, this is great, Rick Click is back.
He's cracking.
He's in every month, and he always gives you great information on the new tech that's about.
Yes, and actually he's followed through with my theme. A little hint here, but there are lots of apps to help you stay on track with either your New Year's resolutions, your goals to lose weight, or you know, do more exercise. And even to the app of the month, Lose It, lets you join a community so you can track each other and keep in touch.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of stuff to be done.
Find like-minded people.
Like-minded people that can help motivate.
And here we go. Where can we get this beautiful magazine? Okay,
supermarkets are still your best bet. So Villa Market, Food Mart, Foodland, and Friendship. Also Mike's Mall. Also the Subway stores, but also online. Don't forget, it's really user-friendly now. Our downloadable one, either on a phone or that. Just PatayaTrader.com.
You just click the page.
Just download it, and you can just scroll it down, and you can increase the size if there's something you need to kind of focus in on. So I'm very happy with that now. So
brilliant! Another success. That's for 22.
22. Thank you, Barry.
Well done, Gloria.
Cheers.